Most of you have probably seen those videos that show a room full of PCs with multiple CS bots running on each of them. These rooms are called farms, and they're used to grind cases for selling. I was wondering how this system works and got in touch with the founders of some of the largest software in CS. I asked them how this market works, why Valve isn't doing anything to stop it, and of course how much money you can earn with such a farm. Meet Alexander, the programmer of the software, and Yuri, its marketing specialist. At their request, I've blurred their faces. If you like such original and interesting content like this, be sure to like this video. Alright, let's get started. So let's just jump right in. What do you guys do? Explain to the viewers what your job's all about. Well, we present the software that automates farming, case farming. As most of you probably know, there's been a lot of news about it lately by Gabe Follower and some other people. That's the gist of it. So you wrote a software which lets people generate accounts on which cases drop in order to then sell those cases, right? Not generating accounts, rather playing on them. It launches 10 accounts which queue up for a game against each other, accepts it, joins the server, gets kills, thereby boosting their experience level and getting cases, along with some graffitis and consumer-grade skins, which lets people make money. May I ask how you got into this field? Maybe you made a couple of accounts and then realized that you could make some profit from it? How did it all start for you? Well, initially, I was an ordinary CS player. But then I wondered if I could buy an account with a good rank and prime status. So I went on to one famous marketplace where accounts are sold and saw a ton of offers that already had the level and rank I needed. I then contacted one of the sellers, and that's how I learned about vertical boost and case farms as ways to make money. So then I decided to give it a try myself. For me, it was a total accident, because around the summer of 2022, I was just browsing YouTube and came across a video of someone boosting accounts using that very same method. I got curious, tried it out, and now I'm here. Is your software a cheat? I don't think so, because a cheat gives you an advantage over other players. And our software only plays with our own accounts. We're not bothering anyone, we're just boosting our accounts. Do you have any competitors? Of course, just like in any business. Did they start before you, or were you first? Well, they've changed over time. Some shut down, others took their place. At the moment, we do have competitors, but we're mainly focused on developing our own project. Of course, our competitors like to make us look bad in some way, by spreading false information about bans for our software or doxing us, but we always deal with it somehow. How can a competitor's project be better than yours? Why do people choose you? I think the most important thing is how the software works and looks. Its variety of functionality and reliability is important as well. I think reliability comes first. We're popular worldwide, especially in China. There are lots of videos from there with classrooms full of PCs used to boost accounts. How is your team organized? How many employees do you have and who does what? We have about 10 people. Each has their own role. We have support people, marketers, developers, but our roles with Alexander have remained the same. Alexander is a back-end developer, and I do the rest. Design, marketing, etc. How much did this interview cost you? A lot. Is it easy for you to work with CS? It's pretty tough. Do you have a feeling like Valve is trying to interrupt your work? Yes. If you look at the CS updates history, you'll spot a few that are aimed at fixing similar farms. When the ability to get Prime for free by reaching level 21 was removed, the market was saturated with ready-made accounts with Prime. They were sold for literally $2 each, and so no one was buying Prime from Steam. That's when they removed that feature. Then everyone went on idle servers and Valve removed them, and cases stopped dropping there. Source 2's release has noticeably complicated the process as well, because this engine basically blocks background clicks. So in order for a bot to go and kill the other bot, the window with the game needs to be active. In CSGO, it was much easier. You could even minimize windows and it would still work. But it's also important to note that it's not profitable for Valve to fully fix farms. So they will gradually make farming harder, but they won't ever completely shut it down. because the farmers are the main suppliers of cases and consumer-grade skins on the Steam marketplace, and they play a big role in the CS economy. Wow, what percent do they make up? Well, I don't know the exact percentage, but it's really big. What's the CS2 online peak at the moment? About 1 million, right? How many of these players are genuine, not at all related to case farms? Maybe like 300,000? Hell no! I think 40 to 50% of these are real players. So you're saying that 60% of the total online player base is fake? Daily online on Faceit alone is 50,000, and our servers are used by 5,000 to 6,000 players a day. So you're saying that CS2's online numbers are lower than Dota's? If we only count the real ones online, then yeah. If you just take a look at any Chinese farm, they have hundreds of PCs, with thousands of accounts being boosted simultaneously. Do you have any evidence that at least 30% of online activity is bots? I just can't believe that number. It makes me very suspicious. We can see how many people are using our software right now. The number is 10,000, and each of them has at least a few accounts. It varies from 10 up to thousands. I even have a Chinese friend who has about 20,000 accounts. And these 20,000 accounts are counted in your system as one person? Yes. So if we take, say, 1,000 of such users, that's already about 100,000 of CS Online? Yes. Yes. How many users do you have right now? 15,000. And how many fake players do these users make up? If half of them are active at the moment, we multiply that number by 10, so that's 75,000 at minimum. And that's just your clients? Yes. Do they boost accounts daily or only on like specific days? Those who have a small amount of accounts start Wednesday, and it takes them about 2 days to claim drops on all of their accounts. Those who have a lot of accounts have everything distributed for every day of the week. I can also note that when CSGO was around, there were idle servers, and it was a lot easier to make software back then. We had one named CaseFile. It farmed cases without even opening Windows, so you could launch 1,000 accounts simultaneously, and it wouldn't cause your PC to overheat. And it generated a ton of fake players online. So if we look at the market, when did it peak? Is it at peak right now? I don't think so. It peaks when a new case comes out. So it's like a holiday for you? Mm-hmm. Do you have any information about when a new case will come out? Only approximately. Usually 2 new cases come out every year, but every year is different. So the peak for CSGO was when Prime accounts were sold for $2 each, right? Or was it after the fix? When was the most profitable period of your business? When Idle was still active? Back then, there was even a way to get Prime for free by reaching level 21. So you have 15,000 clients right now. How much money can a single person make with this subscription, on average? It differs. Let's just say that that person has 10 accounts. It differs because you can get the most expensive case, the Bravo case, which costs about $500 or $600, but you might also get the cheapest one, which only costs 50 cents. The average drop nowadays costs 55 cents. You should also factor in the exchange fees to get real money from Steam. If we have 10 accounts, we get an average of 55 cents worth of drops on each. So that's about $5.50 in total every week. Then we subtract 30 to 40% for withdrawal fees from that number, and the resulting number is the total profit. So how much is that, approximately? Between $3 to $4 on one account. 10 accounts weekly. If we multiply that by 4, that's $17.50 a month. And how much does an account cost? If you buy used accounts, it's $11 each. If you register an account and do everything yourself, then it's $16 each. Let's just take $11 as the price. Say I want to enter the business and buy 100 accounts. We multiply 11 by 100 and get $1,100 that I've already invested. How much does your subscription cost? $15 a month. So hold on, if we multiply 15 by 15,000, you make $225,000 a month? Yes. That's a good number, lads. You can also buy a lifetime subscription for $70, but some people come and buy 100 lifetime subscriptions at once, usually Chinese people. And about how many months will it take to start paying off? If the rate is $160 per month, you'll start making a profit after around 6 or 7 months. Alright, so in a year, I'll make like $2,000. Are there any additional expenses, like paying for proxy, for example? What percentage is lost when you're selling for real money? Usually, it's just electricity bills. There's no need to spend money on proxy. When withdrawing from Steam into real money, 35 to 45% is lost. Also, if you want to expand your business, you'll need additional PCs. Yes, we can also count that as an expense. What happens if you guys go to a large esports club chain and say, "Guys, install this software on all your PCs"? Does that work or no? We've never tried that. But in theory, yes, why not? How many accounts can be used on a single PC? In a week, maybe 500 to 600? So it all depends on how much money you have? Yes, the more you invest, the more you get. Let's say I got 4 Bravo cases in a single month. Could my Steam account get banned? If you do everything carefully, then no. Well, what does carefully mean? Our guides explain what is best to avoid, and each user can read this guide at will. Can you just give an example of what you're not supposed to do? Like selling skins on the same day you get them or something? It's more about the process of boosting. For example, it's not recommended to perform any actions in the game that can cause it to consider you suspicious. First of all, it's the security of the program itself and what manipulations it performs with the game. How long have you guys been in this business for? Almost 4 years now. This summer will be my 4th anniversary. Do you have any clue why cases and containers stop dropping at majors? Does it have anything to do with what you're doing? Good question. To be honest, I don't know why. Okay, let's get back to the software side of things. What's the hardest and most time-consuming part of development? I would say it's Walkbot. It makes a bot go and kill the other bot, which is crucial because without any kills, you won't get any experience, which of course is necessary to reach the next level. It's more the security of it. It's hard to design a Walkbot that won't get banned. Testing also takes up a lot of time. Do you guys use AI in development? At the moment, no, because everything works perfectly even without it. But we're already moving in that direction because it will allow us to unlock more features that will improve the efficiency of farming, and undoubtedly it will make everything safer because the movement will be more human-like. Did the recent ban wave from Valve affect you in any way? When did that happen? Recently? Like at the end of April? Well, it's a big lie. The most recent serious attempt to stop us was back on the 4th of July in 2021, when they banned thousands of accounts that got Prime for free. Right now, Valve aren't fighting us at all. There was something at the end of October when a certain software used for farming cases got detected and thousands of accounts were banned, but overall, Valve isn't doing much. They only make the process a little bit harder. Once you have cases, what's the next step? Is there any sort of guide on where to sell them? There are 2 ways. The most popular way is to sell the cases on the market and buy keys, and the other is to instantly withdraw cases into real money via websites or Telegram bots. Is there anything wrong with those cases? No, they are regular cases. What's the real chance to get a Bravo case? And what are the chances to just get some cheap shit? The chance to get cheap shit is very high. Do you have any sort of data? You can find it on our website. The chance to get a Bravo case is as low as 0.03% at the moment. Currently, there are 5 popular ones. Each take up from 19 to 20%. They are the cheapest ones. Wow, the numbers from your clients still shocks me, man, because $225,000 is no small amount of money. But you say that you have competitors. How many users do they have? I can only really name an approximate amount. One of them has about 2,000 users. The other has the same amount of clients, 2,000. So could you guys say that you're monopolists? I guess so. Do you guys have your own accounts? Of course we do. And where do you store them? Do you have special PCs somewhere? or do you just store them on your own PCs? We have multiple PCs, and each of our employees has personal accounts and PCs too, and we boost together. What are the requirements for a PC? Just like the cheapest CPU and cheapest graphic cards? Or is it more specific? The CPU needs to have multiple cores. Xeon is a great choice because for farming you need to have several windows of the game open. How many accounts per PC? Right now it's 10 because there's no background clicker. Okay, so you need 10 small windows. Yeah, and in CSGO there was basically no limit of accounts on one PC? Yes, when idle servers and case farm were still around, the number was almost limitless. Do you think Valve will add an option to play without an open window? We hope so. I feel like, because I know how Valve works, I feel like they didn't even realize what they'd done. Maybe they haven't even thought about it being worse for farmers. Let's talk about Chinese people. What records do you have that you can share? There was one crazy Chinese guy who told me that he wanted to buy 100 lifetime subscriptions at once. We fulfilled his request, and I asked him how many accounts he had. He said 50,000. 50,000, jeez. And what's been the most expensive drop in the history of your software? A skin, not a case. To be honest, I don't remember the name, but it was in factory new, and it was about $100. Wow, is that really so rare? Yeah, almost as rare as a Bravo case. Do you have any pictures of your farms for your clients to prove to people that it's not fake and really does exist? Any photos at all? Yes, of course. One video even went viral on the internet. That's related to you? Yes, they use our software. Why do you think it went viral? Was it sent to Gabe Follower by one of your clients? Perhaps. Did he set you up, or did he advertise for you? Rather, he made an advertisement for us, yeah. Did your sales increase after that post went public? Yes. Okay, guys, I guess that's it. So best of luck to you, and thanks for sharing this information. If you watch this video to the very end, you're probably interested in all sorts of interviews and controversial topics. I recommend for you to check out either my video with a couple of cheat developers or my video with the match-fixing mafia boss. Lots of fixed matches, and we talk about them face to face. So yeah, check out either one of those videos, and I'll see you in the next one.